What's up, guys and gals? Anthony here, Special Analysis. Hope you're doing well. Going to do a short video here on drawing trend lines. When I day trade, I use a 3-minute chart. I've traded with a 5-minute, a 1-minute, a 2-minute, a 3-minute, a 10, 15, you name it. I've tried them all. I found that using a 3-minute chart with 15-minute confluence, respecting support and resistance to find on that 15-minute time frame and a 1 hour really seems to serve me well. As far as channel structures are drawn, I really kind of dial it out first on a 4 hour and then, if need be, into a 1 hour. So what we're going to do is just kind of very quickly, very briefly go over how to draw a trend line, why, when, and where a trend line is meaningful, and then, of course, how to create a channel structure, and from there, how you can find it to be ultimately useful, and also discuss not overdoing it, because sometimes when we overdo it, we create confusion, and confusion is the killer of confidence. So these are silver futures. You can do this on any chart. This is a 4-hour time frame on again, silver futures. I'm just using it. It's a blank chart. There's nothing wild and crazy here. Some of you are going to write in the comments, what are the indicators on here? These are created by Hawkeye. If you're interested in them, I can offer them to you. These are the trend dots that measure, the strength of the trend. This is the heat map, also measures the strength of the trend under 3 different conditions. And this is actual volume in the market, meaning who's in control, buyers or sellers, during any given period of time. So this is, video is not about software. This video is about drawing trend lines and channel structure. So let's start here. Base price action. You can see that we have probably a 4+ bottom touch here, right? So we know that this was an area of rejection, meaning the sellers were coming in and the buyers were like, nope, sorry, we're not letting you go any lower. So we definitely want to incorporate this area right here. Realize that when you draw a trend line, you're going to make adjustments. So we're going to start there, and we're ultimately looking for 3 touches. If we can't get 3 touches, we probably don't have a great amount of efficacy. So I have the origin of my trend line, which comes in right down here. You can see we actually touch 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So to me, this has some efficacy to it. It's been respected. We have rising lows, so we are in a definable 4-hour uptrend. I am going to simply clone this to create my channel structure. I'm going to take that and put it at the high in between my first set of, big picture lows here. I'm also going to take that, clone it one more time, place it at this high. Now I use the wicks. The reason I use the wicks is because price action occurred there. So, the wicks in most cases is where the rejection occurred. So that's why I use the wicks. This width here is probably about 50% of this overall width. So when you do a full channel extension, it's not a bad idea to look at that 50% level, and that's ultimately what we have right here. So that's how that's kind of all playing out. We'll leave that for a deeper conversation in another video, because I just really want to stick to the basics here without getting too indulged in too much stuff. Now, within this uptrend, we're going to look for shorter term trends, right? So we want to be able to still identify, what's happening, because in a bigger picture, there's always going to be a smaller picture, right? Like we got to know, especially when we're day trading, can we find trends or channels within a bigger picture? So again, touch number 1, touch number 2, touch number 3, touch number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Okay, so this is a legitimate trend line based on all of its touches. Now I'm going to again go to the high in between that first, big impulse into that correction. That high comes in right here. Well, guess what this high predicted? Almost perfect, a future high. When you become proficient at looking left, as I call it, meaning analyzing price action that's already transpired, you will have the ability to predict with a great amount of accuracy what is likely to happen next. And yes, this takes many years to master. Do I think it's worth it? Oh yeah, because it is an absolute game changer. So Here we have our internal, shorter term, more aggressive uptrend inside of our more macro uptrend. Now, this is about 90 days worth of data. This is October, November, December. We're coming into 2024 hot and fast. So that's a little bit of a bigger picture of what it would look like. Now, let me give you what a little bit more of a short-term picture would look like, right? So we're in a period of what at the moment? This to me looks like consolidation. This looks like congestion. This looks like indecision. And I think that's what we're working with right now, right? Like, this is what this price action looks like. It sucks. If you're trying to trade consolidation, you're going to get your butt kicked, all right? I'm just being brutally honest here. I'm not sugarcoating it. If you are trying to nickel and dime the market will nickel and dime you, I promise. I promise. Markets trend 20 to 30% of the time. If you're trying to participate in the other 70 to 80% of the time, you're going to lose money. That's why traders lose money, because they try to participate in a non-trending market. Period. It's that simple, guys. So here's what a shorter term consolidation channel structure looks like. Okay. So let's talk about it. Touch number 1, touch number 2, touch number 3. So what did we get here? Sellers push in, buyers reject. Sellers push back in, buyers reject. I would say that this is a short-term support line. And we have short-term resistance up here. You can see as high as we pushed every time we came even close to this area. Yes, we inched through it, but you could see even if I tightened up and cut off that one wick, that we've respected this line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So I would say that there is definitely viable resistance here and viable support here. Now, if we break through support, pretty good chance that we cycle down towards this higher time frame low. Or if we break resistance, it's a pretty good chance we cycle higher into this higher time frame high. So this is just a very simplistic approach to drawing trend lines. Now, again, you can dial this into a 1 hour, a 30-minute, whatever you want. Like, you can literally draw channel structures and trend lines on the chart you're trading. But you will go crazy, okay? Ideally, we want to respect the higher time frame and then look for our setup. And everybody's setup is going to be a little bit different. You know, my setup may vary from your setup when it comes to entering a day trade. Okay? I'm looking for a trending market on multiple time frames. I'm looking for a period of consolidation. I'm looking for a period in that consolidation that defines support, defines resistance, and then I'm looking for a break of it. Now, do I want to sell into this support here? No. Do I want to buy into this resistance here? No, because I know it's been rejected previously. So if I was in the middle of this and I got a 3-minute setup, I'm going to use this as a target. Or I'm going to wait till price breaks through it, confirms that it is going to stay likely below it, and then look for a future target. So guys, this all comes down to understanding volume, price action. And if you don't have a great understanding of those components in itself, I strongly recommend investing the time and money to educate yourself in them, because they're going to be the foundation of every trade plan in existence. Okay? It doesn't matter if you're using software or not, if you're freehanding this, you're using traditional methods, I don't care. You must understand those two things. So below this video, there's a bunch of links. I encourage you to click on them, consume their content. Feel free to email me. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions. If there's something that I am able, a tool in my toolbox that I'm able to see that it could potentially help your trading, we can have that conversation, okay? I don't know where you're at. I don't know what your understanding of the market is. I don't know what your understanding of price action is. But at the end of the day, if there's some way that I'm able to help you, I'm happy to. If we come to the conclusion that there's nothing I have to offer that's going to help you, I don't want your money, okay? It's just that simple. I don't want your money. Your money will be better spent in investing in something that you believe will help you, okay? So there's no sales pitch here. It's, can I help you? Yes or no? If the answer is yes, then we'll discuss what the next steps are. So God bless, guys. I hope you found this informational and educational, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.